Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What we're voting on in budget reconciliation, there is not the word Medicaid in the resolution, period. There is no word. What we are attempting to do is to deal with a situation that frankly was put in our laps years ago. And just to give you some examples, we spend $4 trillion a year on health care. $1.6 trillion of that is taxpayer dollars. The nearest nation to us, which is about 12,000 per capita, the nearest nation to us spends about 6,000. We're running $2 trillion deficits we have under the Biden administration. I think what we're trying to work toward is to get at what is our problem here. In other words, I was chairman of a hospital board. We looked at outcomes, and we said, hey, we spend about 25 cents on every dollar on preventive, and we spend 75% of every dollar on critical care. Do you realize that critical care is, much more expensive than preventive care? What are we doing now? Obviously, our Secretary of HHS has hit a nerve as far as, nutrition, things that Americans need to be doing. I know in my district we have an epidemic of diabetes. We have, obesity. We have food deserts. Folks, we've got some problems here, and I'm willing to work with you to solve these problems. But to ignore the fact that we don't have, we can just continue on down the road and do the same thing. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And we must look for solutions for the American people. And here's the other thing. Go to an emergency room on a Friday or a Saturday night or talk to your local physician or anybody else. Here's the thing. We're spending this kind of money, and nobody in this country is happy with their health care. Nobody. The physicians, the providers aren't. Like the gentleman said, the hospitals are barely making it. Indigent care in my rural communities has not been helped by Medicaid. We're still running 40% indigent care costs. Are we just going to allow this to keep going? Or are we going to vote on budget reconciliation, get to work in these committees, find out what the issue is, and really help the American people? Rather than sit here and call each other, names, and, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. Well, guess what? This is a big body. We have to get to a solution of this, folks. It's unsustainable. And I would like to hear the argument about we can keep going down this road. It's no problem. Let's just forget it. Let's just go down the road. What do you want taxes to be? Do you want your model, 80% taxes? I don't know. I don't think the American people want that. I can tell you on the tax deal, what's important in my district is my small business community. They're the ones that they're not permanent. We have to reinstate those tax benefits for small business. Or either you're going to have, large corporations running everything. And for that matter, here's the other problem on employer-based insurance. It's unaffordable. Companies and people are paying, and it's going up every year, and it is going up substantially every year. So, I would urge my colleagues, let's get at the root of the problem here. let's go down the road here on budget reconciliation, and let's do something for the American people, and I yield back.